Welcome back to the room. A future president of the United States once owed his life to a code, one a Victorian scientist swore any schoolboy could learn in a quarter of an hour.
A schoolboy's code saved a president?
It did, kid. And here's the twist. It works by breaking the one rule every cipher before it obeyed.
Tonight, the Playfair Cipher. The code that learned to hide letters in pairs. First, last time we left you a keyword substitution. The keyword Walsingham. R-H-M-Q-L-M-K-H-I-P.
I got it. It reads, "This Cipher cost a queen her head."
Build the scrambled row under A to Z. Flip each symbol back. And there it is. If you solved it, you cracked the code that beheaded Mary Stuart. Tonight, a cipher that would have stopped her cold.
London, 1854. A brilliant British scientist, Charles Wheatstone, the man behind an early telegraph, invents a brand new kind of cipher and writes it down that March.
Wait, if Wheatstone invented it, why is it called Playfair?
Because his friend sold it, kid. Lord Playfair, a scientist turned politician, took it round the Foreign Office and the War Office, showed it to princes and prime ministers. He got the credit, the name stuck. Wheatstone's didn't.
And at first they said no. The Foreign Office thought it too complicated for their diplomats.
Too complicated? How hard can a code be?
That's the best part. Wheatstone bet he could teach it to 3 schoolboys out of 4 in 15 minutes. The reply, dry as dust. That is very possible, but you could never teach it to attachés. The army wasn't so proud. They took it into the field. The Boer War, the First World War, the Pacific in the Second. Every code we've cracked so far swaps one letter for one letter. Caesar marries cipher one at a time. Playfair does something new. It takes letters 2 at a time.
2 at a time? How do you even build that?
With a square. Pick a keyword, say Playfair. Write it into a 5x5 grid, dropping repeats, then fill in the rest of the alphabet. Only snag 26 letters, 25 cells, so I and J share one box. That's your whole machine.
Okay, I've got the square. Now how do I actually encode something?
Chop your message into pairs. Take meet, that's M-E and E-T. Find each pair in the grid and follow one of 3 rules. Same row, slide each letter right. Same column, slide each one down. A rectangle, different row, different column, swap to the other letter's column, same row.
So walk me through meet.
Me, M, and E sit on the same row, shove each one right. M becomes E, E becomes G, so ME turns into EG. Then ET, those make a rectangle, so swap columns. E becomes M, T becomes N. Meet goes out as EGMN.
But hang on. If I just counted the letters like we did to Caesar, wouldn't E still give itself away?
That's the trick. And it's a beauty. You're not hiding letters anymore, you're hiding pairs. The same E becomes G here and M 2 words later. Count single letters, all you like. The frequencies smear. The weapon that broke every code we've shown you just went blind.
One keyword, one little square, letters married off in pairs. For 60 years, that was enough to carry an army's orders. Its finest hour came in the Pacific. 2nd of August, 1943. An Australian coastwatcher, Lieutenant Arthur Reginald Evans, hidden on a jungle island, decodes a Playfair signal. The key, Royal New Zealand Navy.
What did it say?
That a patrol boat, PT-109, had been cut in half by a destroyer and lost with her crew, and the skipper of that boat was a young lieutenant named John F. Kennedy. Evans's decrypts helped run the search that pulled Kennedy and his men out. 20 years on, that lieutenant was president.
So the cipher was unbreakable? Nobody ever cracked it?
Oh, they cracked it. Back in 1914, a young officer, Joseph Maubournier, published the first solution. You just move up a level. Don't count single letters, count pairs. In English, TH and HE turn up everywhere. Playfair leaves fingerprints too. It'll never turn a letter into itself. Feed a codebreaker enough traffic and a lucky guessed word, and the square falls out.
Then why on earth keep using a broken code into the 1940s?
Because breaking it took time, and a battlefield order's only a secret for a few hours. By the time the enemy cracked today's message, the attack was already over. In '42, the great American codebreaker William Friedman called it very little security. True, but a few hours of secrecy and something you could carry in your head. Out in the field, that was worth its weight.
Playfair wasn't the last word. It was the first step of a bigger idea. Stop enciphering single letters, encipher whole blocks, the idea that runs straight into the codes protecting you right now. Now you try, but careful. This one's not a Playfair. Tonight's puzzle is a different animal, a rail fence, a transposition. The letters are all still there. They've just been written in a zigzag and read off in rows. We'll tell you it uses 3 rails.
Pause it. Draw 3 rows. Write the letters back, down, and up in a zigzag. Then read across the rows to find the message.
No keyword, no square, nothing's disguised, only rearranged. Rebuild the fence and the words climb right out. Take your time.
Drop your answer in the comments. We'll read out the solution at the top of the next file. Until then, the room stays open.